This is Anti-Imperialist Front TV news in English for the week starting May 11th, 2020. We begin with a few statements. His guitar in his hand, his love for his people in his heart, Ibrahim Gökçek became a folk song. May 7th, 2020. Ibrahim Gökçek, the people's artist and member of Group Yorum, became immortal with the victory sign in his fingers, his guitar in his hand, his love for his people and his homeland in his heart. Ibrahim Gökçek started the death fast resistance with the demands of abolishing concert bans, ending raids on the cultural centre, the release of imprisoned members and the removal of their names from terror lists. In other words, in order to be able to perform their art freely. He resisted with hunger day by day, minute by minute, with the same conviction and determination for 323 days. And his comrade Helen became immortal at his side. Then, on the 323rd day of the resistance, they declared their political victory. They announced their voices to the world by not succumbing to the attack on art and artists by AKP fascism, intended to make them artists of the system. By resisting to the death, they awoke all sections of the people, especially intellectuals and artists, not only in our country but all over the world. They showed the world that art and the artist cannot be silenced, and that the power of AKP fascism cannot prevail against artists of the people. Those who make folk songs are stronger than those who make laws. The resistance proved once again the power of folk songs, the power of the art of the people. Helen and Ibrahim, the immortal heroes of the resistance. The AKP showed their weakness and helplessness of their fascism. They announced this to the world against all attacks and censorship by the AKP and its media. And after the victory, we said farewell to Ibrahim as he went to immortality today in the hospital where he was admitted for treatment. Ibrahim became the second martyr of Group Yorum after Helen. Don't let them starve again, Ibrahim Gökçek said in Inönü Stadium in 2010. He wanted to be able to play his guitar, he wanted to be able to perform his art freely. He wanted to abolish the bans on revolutionary artists who are enthroned in the hearts of the people, and the bans on the concerts of Group Yorum, and end the repression directed at the art of the people. The AKP, the enemy of the people and art, killed him. AKP fascism killed the people's artist Ibrahim Gökçek by not lifting concert bans. Fascism has added yet another to its crimes against the people. As the crimes of AKP fascism grow, so does the people's anger. That anger will only grow. It will grow, and AKP fascism and imperialism will be buried in the dustbin of history. We know it. We believe it. Ibrahim is now with Helen and Mustafa. We promise them a world where folk songs are sung freely. Injustice is eliminated. Children laugh. We will unite, organize, and get the people to fight to create the world for which they have sacrificed their lives, and we will surely win victory. Ibrahim Gökçek is immortal. Heroes don't die, the people cannot be defeated. People's Front, Greece. Athens protest action in front of Turkey's embassy, May 7th, 2020. A People's Front action took place today in Athens, Greece, in front of the embassy of Turkey. The action called for the demands of the death fast resistance to be accepted, and it exposed AKP fascism and Ibrahim Gökçek's killers. Greek and Turkish slogans were chanted. Ibrahim Gökçek is immortal, Helen Börlek is immortal, Mustafa Koçak is immortal, heroes do not die, the people cannot be defeated, we have demanded and will demand a reckoning from the killers. 82 people participated in the action, including our Greek friends. Long live our death fast resistance. Ibrahim Gökçek is immortal, Helen Börlek is immortal. We, the families of Irish Republican Socialist freedom fighters Patsy O'Hara and Kevin Lynch, who died on hunger strike in Long Kesh concentration camp in 1981, send our deepest condolences with love and solidarity to the families of Anatolian Revolutionary Socialists and Group Yorum members Helen Börlek and Mustafa Koçak, who both recently died as a result of hunger strike. We would like to appeal to everyone, Republican, Socialist or otherwise, to show their solidarity with Group Yorum by demanding that the Turkish government meet the demands of those on hunger strike. These demands are 1. A withdrawal of all restrictions on the band, an ending of state harassment of Group Yorum members, allowing Group Yorum members to take their music on tour to other countries, a lifting of the ban on Group Yorum music, their concerts, and freedom to express themselves as artists, the removal of all band members' names from Turkish state terrorist lists, the immediate release from jail of band members Ali Aracı, Birgun Varan, Emel Yeşilırmak, Sultan Gökçek, in comradeship, the O'Hara and Lynch family. The beautiful face of fascism in Turkey was revealed when a local leader of the Idealist Hearths, or Ülkü Ocakları, threatened to dig up Ibrahim Gökçek's body from its grave in Kayseri and burn it. This embarrassed fascist leader Devlet Bahçeli, who expelled the individual in question, but all he did was show what the essence of Turkey's political system is: murder, torture, and grave desecration. The British Guardian newspaper noted Ibrahim Gökçek's death and said hunger strikes seem to be coming back onto the agenda in Turkey because other forms of opposition are not allowed. Although the newspaper did not use the word, we can say that this is because the political system in Turkey is a fascist one. In other news, an attempt to invade Venezuela has failed, with American mercenaries being captured. Their confessions link the invasion attempt to a Florida-based private company called Silver Corp USA. The USA, of course, denies responsibility, although regime change in Venezuela is an openly expressed goal of imperialism. Victory Day was celebrated in a rather muted way in most of the world as a result of fears about coronavirus. The one country that held proper celebrations was Belarus. Russia reacted negatively to the American interpretation of victory over fascism, whereby it won World War II all by itself because the USSR stood for freedom, and the USSR, which had the lion's share of defeating Nazi Germany in World War II, allegedly did not. RT, the Russian English language TV channel, noted that the USA is in fact calling for a new Cold War. On Sunday, May 17th, a Group Yorum internet concert will take place on the first anniversary of the hunger strikes and death fasts protesting against repression in Turkey. And that is the news from Anti-Imperialist Front TV for this week.